Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So update 2.7.9 has finally dropped, and remember that's an in-game update, so you won't find it in the App Store. Just hard reset your game, and you should be able to load up the new update as of a few minutes ago. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I also do have a Patreon account for those who want to support me this way. So, of course, two major things in this particular update. The first one, of course, is the potential manifest weapon fight for AS Isuka. And so, the last couple of manifest fights, I haven't been able to participate, being that I didn't have the units. However, this is one I did side grade just for this purpose. And of course, once I get that 37 million XP, which might take a while, I'll be able to do a 5-star review on AS Isuka with manifest. And I'm looking forward to play testing her out, being that as of right now, I haven't actually used her in any sort of team comps or even any end game content yet. That being said, as you know, she is very elegant, and let's see what it takes to take down the Azure Flutter for the manifest. So it looks like we start off with a pair of them, and I'm not sure if there's going to be any HP stoppers, so let's play it a little bit more carefully. Note that the first fight is not nearly as difficult as the second fight, so still, it's good to kind of see the play, the moveset, and see what we have to worry about. Keep in mind that AS Isuka after manifest should be able to apply pain, and so I'm guessing for both these fights, you really want someone to be able to remove status and or shield you from status. Now in our lineup, we do have 5-star Bivette, which you get from the cat battle system. We have normal style Rosetta, and keep in mind that normal Rosetta does actually have a status shield, which is Biblia, which also includes a large shield. She also has Scales of Themis, which does have a 30% type shield. Now in terms of mana, we like to use mana because she can do Chains of Mephistopheles, which can increase our int by everyone by 35% and decrease the power of everyone by 35%. Being that we have 4 mages, or well, 3 mages and a mana as support, it doesn't really matter if our power is down, being that we're actually affecting Azure Flutter much more in terms of her damage being a slash type or physical type attack. Meanwhile, we are powering up our mages, and we are in Fire Zone, being that we have AS Gario as our free Fire Zone setter. Also note that AS Gario does have Burning Shield, which is a 50% type shield against wind attacks. And of course, since AS Isuka is a wind type unit, we have as many shields up as possible just to kind of see the mitigation needed against the first fight, and then we'll take care of that and decide to go on with the second fight. Now, as we brought Azure Flutter to the 50% mark, it looks like it almost refreshed everything, and so I'm not sure if it removed buffs and debuffs, in which case you definitely do have to watch out for that in the second and more dangerous fight, especially since there are 2 of them and one essentially boosts the other. Note that they do have multiple stacks of power and int up as well as speed up. In the terms of mana, remember that she does have a move to remove buffs and debuffs from everybody, which is Midnight Cendrillon. So keep that in mind if we do have some difficulty fighting the second fight. That being said, obviously the first fight we can mitigate some damage. Note that we did have a couple of turns of 0 damage or very little damage, and we do have regen from Tree of Life, which is from Bivette's 5-star form. So let me know in the comments below, if you're able to fight this fight, and how did you find it, challenging or not challenging. Like I said, the first fight not nearly as challenging. However, I've noticed that even the AS fights in their first form can decimate entire teams if you're not well protected. And like I said, we have zone, we have type shield, we have power down, we have another type shield, and we have physical resistance as well. So I mean, lots and lots of shields, and if you're wondering why we're taking so little damage compared to maybe teams that you're using, that's part of the reason to do that. So against tougher fights, definitely use a lot of shielding, buffs and debuffs. And note that even a little bit powered up, 5-star Bivette does have a great use here. Lots of synergy with our fire mages here, and of course, like I said earlier in the fight, we did have mana as a support. I did put some Grasta on her in order for her to contribute to the Fire Zone, which is Flare Thrust, and you can see my loadout shortly after here at the end of the video. All right. So of course, the long grind now begins, although for those who've done the boss rush, aka battle simulator, there's a number of ways to just grind out the XP rather than using sealed realm or running multiple, another dungeon red keys. And so you can definitely do that. It'll take a couple hours. For myself, I won't be doing that since time is of the essence, and gamer dad is a working dad, in which case I can only play a certain amount every night. All right. So of course, for your troubles with all manifest fights, you do get a gold badge, 50 Chronos stones, and we'll just bring up the grass to load it here. Remember that Bivet actually does have a personal weapon, so there you go. Of course, Pain Grasta is among the best for enhancing your damage, being that once you enhance it with the future Garlia system, you can allow it to apply pain status at times to your enemies. AS Meryl is our Grasta slave, although in her AS form, she does have the ability to bring people back to life. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.